My name is Danny Dorsel, and I am the president of the Governor's School for Science and Mathematics. It's a high school that serves the state of South Carolina residentially, but we also have a number of programs that serve students all the way down to third grade as well across the state. So the Governor's School, again, opened up its residential doors in 1988, and it started as a residential school for 11th and 12th graders to serve the state, the most talented students across the state. That same year, in 1988, we started a foundation. So we were publicly funded, but we do a lot of other things that need private funding. And oftentimes, if we have a new idea, a new program, we'll do a private partnership first and then move it into the public funding part of it. So in 1988, those two things started. In 98, 10 years later, we started an educational outreach program that is vast right now, and it serves kids all the way down to third grade, all the way up through teachers. And so in 98, we started doing camps, we started doing day experiences, weekend experiences, summer programs, year-round programs that were outside of the residential program. And then in 2000, and we started on Coker College's campus as well. It was a great partnership with Coker, and we lived in the dorms that were adjacent to the college dorms. We went to the classrooms, used their labs, the dining hall, everything was shared. In 2003, we moved to our own campus, and in 2010, that campus was fully built, and one reason to move was we wanted to expand our impact. And so at Coker, we were limited to 128 students in the junior and senior class. The new campus houses now 288 students. So we've more than doubled our capacity for the residential program. And so in 2010, we were completed, and in 2012, we started admitting the new students, and now we're fully grown to 288 students. In 2013, we started a virtual engineering program, and that virtual engineering program is a partnership with over 20 schools across the state right now, and the idea is we'll teach part of their 10th, 11th, and 12th grade year, and after they're completed with that, they potentially could have a first year of engineering curriculum under their belt. And so they could go to one of our engineering programs in the state, the Citadel, SC State, Clemson, or USC, and potentially move into an engineering program as a sophomore. And so the idea was, how do we create the next level, or how do we help create the next level of engineers for our state? And that program has continued to grow. It's called Accelerate. And again, we partner with over 20 schools across the state. And then just recently, coming out of the pandemic, we took what was good about it, which was we taught online, live synchronous classes online really, really well with our whole student body for a part of that time. And so we've created now a online diploma program. And so that's called STEM Foundations, where students apply to us, but they might not want to leave home. They might not want to come residentially, but they meet all the requirements to do so. So they will be admitted to us as a Govy and remain at home and complete their last 2 years of high school at home. So our mission all along, over the 30 years that we've been in existence, is to seek out and the most motivated and talented students across the state and move them forward. So that, again, started with 11th and 12th graders. So we sought out those kids across the state who had either tapped out the classes at their own school, or it wasn't as challenging or as rigorous as they would like or were capable of. And so our unique difference is to gather those students into one place, and with what we have is the college, almost college level they are college level professors. About 80 to 90% of them have PhDs, and they either came from college or that was their plan, and for one reason or another they didn't want to do the research or whatever it might be, they were attracted to a school like ours. And so you get these talented educators together with a bunch of talented students who want to learn, and that's the secret sauce of moving that group forward. We don't rank, so we have competitive kids by no doubt, but they're not competitive at the detriment of each other. They are very much so in helping each other. And I can even remember when I was here, I did not like a lot of work hanging over my head. So on Friday night, I would oftentimes do my physics lab. And Saturday or Sunday afternoons, the other classmates would come and say, "Danny, how'd you do this? How'd you do that?" And so it was easy to help each other out. And again, because you weren't fighting for points or anything. And you live here, so home is above us right here. The kids live right above me. And you go to school and you work together. And so that bonding of similar like-minded students with, again, the support system, especially from our teachers, is what really is unique about us. So looking ahead, we don't want to lose who we are in the past. And so just as a reminder for us, and I constantly talk about it, is we started with 128 students in a residential program, 11th and 12th grade. Today, we serve over 4,000 students across the state. And again, that is our residential program, which is now 288, our virtual engineering program, which is the Accelerate program, our STEM Foundations program, and then all these other educational outreach programs. So it's 128 to 4,000. There is no reason in the next 10 to 15 years that can't continue to double. And that is, for me, a major goal is how does this institution, how does what we do and what we have done so well for so many years, how can we make that available and more accessible to more students?